Happy Thursday. Sports program is brought to you by NCA National Certified Alarms. No long-term contracts. License number 645. We're still at war? Is that still going on? It was when I left the house.
I think they wrapped it up or something, or somebody called an audible. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. I know when I left the house, I heard it was still going on, but I'm not quite sure if it is. I see the oil's almost $80 a barrel. Oh, no. Price is going up. That sucks. It's not a win for anybody at all. So this is going to be an interesting few days. I did the math on yesterday. We were talking about. I did the math on how much it would cost per paycheck at what our burn rate is right now. So per paycheck, if it's $1 billion a day, it's $90 per paycheck. Chances are it's closer to $1.5 billion to $2 billion, which would be like $135 every paycheck to fund the war as we go. So they could put that on, like when you go, it's like a gratuity. That'll be on your taxes at the bottom of the thing. It'll say just like a gratuity for thank you for paying for the war as we go. So that's what we're looking at here.
Don't be silly. We're not going to do that. Dude, we got printing presses in the back room.
We do. We also have that. We've got the printing presses in the background. We could do that, or we can print more money, devalue the dollar, make it worth less. The choice is your guys. You guys decide what you want to do with this.
What do you want to miss out on all that inflation?
I don't want to miss out on all that. You guys enjoying the inflation? So it is, we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to go another 2 weeks, right? See what the Kurds do. Kurds in a way. They're going to get in there and see what they do. I got the latest Lindsey Graham take. Are you guys ready for this? This is Lindsey.
We should paint our missiles and ICBMs pink?
No. This is Lindsey's latest take on. So far, Lindsey is, nuclear bombs 2 weeks away. It's my favorite. They've been 2 weeks away since I was a child. I don't know how long 2 weeks is in your world, but mine 2 weeks is 2 weeks. But Lindsey's now turned it into a religious war.
This is a religious war. Who wins it at the end of the day? Do the radical Islamic terrorists who want to kill all the Jews because God told them to? Who want to kill me because I'm an infidel? Who want to purify Islam, to reject moderation and make everybody a jihadist? This is a big deal. I'll deal with Section 230. So what we're facing right now is a moment of decision that will set the course of the future of the Mideast for 1,000 years.
There we go.
Starting to believe that he thinks he is God.
I don't know. I mean, he is just, every time you turn around, he is just talking up a new thing about how much this is a religious war. It's this war. It's that war. Trump, Churchill, and Roosevelt. I mean, it's just Truman. It's just every time is something new.
How to come up with 50 BS reasons we need a war in Lindsey Graham's new project.
Somebody asked me, are you against the war? Yes, I'm against the war. If there was a real reason that we needed this done outside of it being, Israel, I would like to know. I mean, there's a real reason. He didn't even try to sell it. See, that's the thing. I think the frustration, I've talked to a lot of people out there on the right in particular, this, at least with Iraq, they put together a plan. It was glossy. I mean, they came out and they sold. They did actual go in and test market words to see what would work with the American people.
Do you remember? I don't remember who the cabinet member was, but it's one of George Bush's people came out and said that the war was about jobs, and then suddenly the approval rating for the war went like right through the roof.
And that's just it. They test market these things. There's a great book out there about how they went out in the Iraq war, and they actually did, Frank Luntz, they actually did focus groups like you would for, drinks or snacks or movies. And they ask you questions like, what do you think? What works? Is any of this working for you?
And they're not beyond lying to you. I mean, when we were about to go into Iraq the first time, they had the daughter of the Kuwaiti ambassador go in front of Congress and lie to them and claim that the Iraqi soldiers were pulling babies out of incubators, dumping them on the ground, and taking the incubators back to Iraq, and it never happened.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, you got to sell it, right? It's the old saying, it's the tail that wags the dog. The tail that wags the dog. And the cost, I worry about the cost of human lives. I worry about to our men and women out there, and I worry about the cost of money we don't have, which nobody seems to care about the fact that we're this much in debt. I mean, we've run out of credit cards, guys. We've run out of credit cards to put it on. We can't consolidate our loans anymore. We at this point, America, with the amount of money we spend, we're going to have to go get a title loan at 236% interest. So, yeah, it's a little frustrating. It is. I mean, we should, if the eminentness of all of this stuff it's always been, last year we destroyed all of their stuff. Okay, we destroyed all their stuff. Well, I thought it was destroyed. And remember, all they have to do is survive. That's it. That's all they have to do. They just have to survive. Nothing else. They don't have to do anything else. They don't have to go and defeat and take it. They can fire and do stuff, but if they're still intact, that's all they have to do. It's like every day Ukraine survives, that's a win for them. And it's a loss for Putin. That's all they have to do is survive. That's it. Like today, and I was telling Bell, so somebody tweeted at me today about, his uncle being in Pearl Harbor and how we shouldn't have attacked. And I'm like, well, first of all, they attacked us. So that was a little bit different. And let's not pretend that we weren't looking for some ways to get into that war. But, then I'm like, no, that's not, that's not even a real, we're not playing. That's not apples to apples. You're making something up now. Yeah, we got attacked at Pearl Harbor. Totally different thing. Totally different. And then he sent something back saying, you're hateful of Trump. I'm like, I don't hate Trump. I don't feel either way about him. I don't love or hate any politician. That's just too much. I got other energy. And then he said, well, what about the people that flew into the trade towers? And I'm like, they're not Iranian. It's like, it's like when we went into Iraq. How many times did you hear, well, terrorism? Well, Iraq didn't attack us. Iraq didn't attack us at all.
And all these excuses of, Iran killed 240 of our Marines back in Lebanon. Well, should we go back and attack Japan now for what they did at Pearl Harbor? If we hadn't taken care of it back then, how long do we hold a grudge for? Especially when it's going to affect our country, our finances, and our people, and our soldiers.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and think about the future. And for many of you who are mad at me, you're probably older, right? You're not worried about, but your kids, your grandkids, that we're selling them. We're going to hand them a pile of crap after all of this. Here, you're $100 gazillion in debt. Have fun. For wars that we're going to go over and just wander over and do. No, I mean, I'm brave enough to stand up here and go, no, I don't think it was a good idea. You got sold a bunch of crap, and several of you have also said, you know why he never talks about it? Because he knew he couldn't sell it to the people. It's a hard sell. I mean, like I said, Iraq, they went for it, man. They had it was glossy. They had the big deal. They got everybody to vote on it. And wouldn't you like to see, too, Congress vote on something where they have to put their vote down? Because every time, it doesn't matter what it is, like Trump did all this stuff and he's had executive order everything because Congress can't pass anything. They can't pass gas. Put your vote down. Get behind it. Put your vote down. Because that way you can go, hey, guess what? You sold America, crap. A lie. And this has nothing to do with the men and women who are out there busting their ass fighting and some paying the price. One of the guys that died was in Kuwait. He was 20 years old. He was born like 4 years after 9/11 and all of this stuff. And you're sitting there, the frustration level of this, because yes, we want safety, no doubt about it. But Iran, were you not sleeping at night because of Iran? Were you having that trouble?
Well, I'm kind of an insomniac anyway, but I decided to go ahead and blame it on Iran.
By the way, my daughter's the worst insomniac. She's as bad as me. Charlie is as bad as me. 7 years old. I got up at 2-something this morning. She's like, "Hi, Dad." I'm like, "Hi, Charlie." Every day now she's up till 2. She doesn't sleep. And even this morning, she finally fell asleep. Her mom said like 3 o'clock last night or this morning. And she was up at like 8 o'clock. We just don't do it. We don't. So
she's going to grow up and be just like you, sleeping 2 hours a day.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see here. Chad, I'm a dumbass. Okay, thank you. I don't care. Iran is the state sponsor of terror. Yes, okay. Okay. You guys tell me the end goal in this. Somebody tell me what the end goal is in all of this. Tell me. Tell me what the end of the day, what does it look like for a win? I'd like to know. What does it look like? It falls into, a civil war type situation and we pull out? What does it look like as a win? I would like to know. What do you guys think? And should we pay as we go? Trump said he told Axios today that he needs to be involved in picking their new supreme leader.
Which they've already got a replacement.
Yeah. Is it the grandson or the son?
I don't know.
It's one of the two. We're absolute morons. There's a million reasons. Okay, what are the million reasons?
Well, give us 10.
Yeah, what are the million reasons? They're going to get a nuke. Are they going to get a nuke? Were they going to get a nuke? Why wouldn't they try to get a nuke now?
No, nobody wants to hold Trump accountable for saying back when we last bombed them that they had been set back 10 years.
Yes.
So was he lying then or was he lying now?
So, exactly.
Nobody wants to hold the people that they vote for accountable. Oh, he's the right guy, so I can't say anything against him. If your guy does something stupid, you should step up and criticize him.
Absolutely. He promised no more wars. We're traipsing around, and now we're into something else that's costing us $1 billion to $2 billion a day. If we go a month, that's going to cost us what? Say, and this is just the outlay, not what it costs to get everything there and all that. We're going to be looking at, and the downriver kind of stuff, we're going to be looking at probably $100 billion. If it goes longer, we can look at $200 billion.
Oh, we're not out of this till we've spent $1 trillion, I guarantee you.
Oh, $1 trillion. That's a lot. That's a round number, though. It's a big-ass round number. We might have to go to the Doge to get that. All right, coming up, other stuff to talk about today besides the war. Got some of your text messages as well. I'd like to know what you guys think a win is. Britney Spears gets worse every day. She's a hot mess. This may be the best thing for her. We'll talk a bit about that, a bunch of other stuff, including Judea and Samaria. So we're going to be calling it.
Thank God we got that fixed.
Yeah, that thing finally got
Or it's on the way anyway.
Yeah, it's got out of the committee, so it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. We'll talk about that, bunch of other good stuff on the way. Reach out to us across all of our socials. You can tweet at me, love, hate, and everything else at Chad Benson Show. This is the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. It's the stuff that sounds like bait. Kratom. Aren't you supposed to be at the boat show? We had all this opportunity for you to go get our tuna boat today.
I can't do it today, boys.
Oh,
Can't do it.
dude,
I think we need to take the responsibility of Ken finding the boat for us away from him.
All right, you're going to have to get the bait then. Get the
I'll
Kratom.
get the bait.
Get the Kratom and see how that goes.
I'm going to get a bunch of hot chicken for bait, and hopefully I'll have some left over whenever we go fishing.
I was really hoping he was going to stop at Chicks and get some hot chicks.
That was so funny. So what happened? Well, Ken ate all the bait before we got a fish. So
And
we just
we
floated
ran out
around.
of bait.
We all got sunburnt and we floated around for a little while. So there was that. So the Kratom, though. Man, they're coming after the hardcore Kratom. They're getting rid of everything, man.
I guess I don't know what Kratom is.
It is. What is it? You know this, Bell. What is Kratom?
I have no idea. Every time I hear the word, I think of Kratos from that video game.
That's what I think of, too. It's a plant that does what, though?
It says it can act as both a stimulant and an opioid-like depressant. Now, how does it do both?
I was going to say, hey, you're going to be both high and very chill. You're going to be, it's speed and a downer at the same time.
You're going to be wide awake and asleep.
You're going to be really sad, but your house will be clean.
Oh, God, that is hilarious.
It's going to make you real tired, but you're going to get a lot of stuff done.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's right. You're going to start taking stuff apart. But they sell them. I know they sell them at, because you go into these places. So if you go into any of your liquor stores or you'll see them right there next to the, those little pills that say, do you want to be better in the bedroom? And, all that stuff. 3 hour energy, not 5 hour. 3 hours and 42-minute energy and bigger in the bedroom pills. And then it's Kratom. And I've never understood what Kratom is, but it's a plant. That's all I know. So you can be both speeded out and chilling.
Yeah, it says the dual action happens because Kratom contains psychoactive alkaloids, primarily mitragynine and 7-hydroxymitragynine.
Yeah, that mitragynine, she's crazy.
Yeah.
So mitragynine.
Yeah, mitragynine. I think that's how it's pronounced.
That is just, okay.
Mitragynine. I bet you that's it.
Maybe. I like it. Either way it works. Just power through it. Nobody knows. They don't know either.
Yeah. Mitragynine and hydroxymitragynine.
Okay, so here's a pharmacist just texting. We see a lot of Kratom overdoses in our hospital. See, I don't know, I know it's unregulated. And, because a lot of these things, man, you see some of these things in these places. There's no way. It's like, would you like to go all night? Yeah, take this. What is it? You're like, I don't know. It's like crack, but they're selling it next to, the candy.
Yeah, right next to the big fat candy bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything like that from a gas station.
No.
I know where I go. I trust where I go, and that's the only place I go.
Now, this guy said it helped him get off opioids.
Yeah, a lot of people say it helps them.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it helps with pain, anxiety.
So does that give it is it analogous to what's the
like ketamine and stuff?
No, the not Narcan. What's what they give you when you're trying to get off?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. When you're trying to get off the opioids.
What is that?
But it's probably good, but you're buying it from guys who are like, we're going to do this or we're going to make an energy drink. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're driving around in giant trucks. It's called the Big Truck Energy Drink. Or we're going to do Kratom.
Methadone, yeah. A lot of there are claims that it's good for opioid withdrawal symptoms or cravings.
This Nelson said the best thing ever. There's one called Wasp. It makes your thingy tingle. I don't think you're doing it right.
Wonder if that's on the package.
That's right. Well, what are they saying now? Like, because the people who are dropping DMT and all this kind of stuff, they're saying it's like you're watching people, especially veterans, who are saying how it's just taking away their PTSD and their depression. And then there's some people who are like, and I saw aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
And apparently that's what Kratom is. It's two things at the same time.
Well, that is interesting. Well, good for that. I would buy a hot dog from a gas station. Yeah, TB, I would as well. Right? Like there's got to be, that kind of worries me. So I would definitely, it's like, okay, should I get the hot dog that's been in that little spinny thing for 4 days? You know what I mean? It's just been there. It's the same hot dog. Or should I get some Kratom?
How about some Kratom and a hot dog?
Oh, yeah, that's going to go well. Well, the good news is the hot dog will make you vomit, so the Kratom won't take effect.
Government is always looking for the next thing to save you from.
Yes. Yes, because they want to save you from yourself, mostly. Mostly
line
for
their
himself.
pockets.
Line their pockets. All right, coming up, we're talking a little bit about, we've finally getting that thing out of committee, so we know what to call Samaria and Judah, which is, that's good, because I was worried that we were going to figure that one out. And, poor Brit, and the big trial that's going on that we need to talk about has nothing to do with Meta and all to do with somebody who's got a monopoly. We'll talk about that as well. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Good news, guys. Samaria, we're going to get it done. Pretty excited about it. You guys didn't know. Bruce Pearl yesterday. He's got itself out of committee.
This legislature is not being asked to solve the problems of the Middle East. It's being asked to reflect on our own heritage and whether that still means anything. I'd be so proud of the state of Tennessee. I'd be so proud under the leadership of Governor Bill Lee.
So he's out there talking about the bill that would rename Judea and Samaria instead of the West Bank, because that's important. Nothing else is that important right now. Like, it's getting out of committee. It's going to go there. This fascination with Israel, this obsession with this. Why do we care here in Tennessee? It's the West Bank. We're all moving on with our lives. Why does it matter? Why do we have to take time on this?
Even Israel calls it the West Bank.
Yeah, even Israel does. Even Israel. Some people are very happy. Some people are not.
HB 1446 contains 19 detailed findings about the land where my family comes from. It names ancient kings, it quotes scriptures, it cites references from 1920. And in all of that, in all 19 findings, it does not once acknowledge that Palestinians live on that land, not once.
I would hope that we would do better in choosing which bills we choose to spend our time on. This is just shameful, shameful, shameful.
Shameful. Yeah, I'm going to second that. That's a little shameful. We don't need to be doing this. There are things that matter, right? Like, we're all like, how about you guys, I don't know, talk about stuff that matters. How are we going to fix the potholes? How are we going to handle the things that need to be handled here? You got a finite time to do it. And I see a lot of people running around taking care of things that really don't matter in the overall scheme of things to your day-to-day life. And we're spending time on it. We shouldn't be doing that. There are other things that we need to get done.
It's performative for his constituents.
That's all it is. It's performative. It is absolutely performative. 100%. Oh, wait, I'm the most depressing radio show. Really? We just talked about Kratom.
That was pretty exciting.
That was pretty exciting.
I got a high and I didn't even take the stuff.
Somebody asked if Kratom, would you fail a drug test? I'm assuming you wouldn't, right? You're not going to fail though they even test for Kratom.
Well, if it has an opioid-like effect, would there be something in it that would have it mimic opioids in a test?
No, because it would have to be, my assumption is it's going to have to be the actual opioid because if it's just a plant. But here's the thing, you don't know what's in any of those stuff. It's a bunch of dudes, like I said, who were going to do, they were going to do an energy drink or they were going to do Kratom.
Dude, that makes me feel pretty good.
And Kratom's probably safer than the energy drink.
Probably.
Package it up, take it over to the quick sack.
Oh, goodness me. I can't even. It's not a controlled substance.
No, it's just not. It's just the FDA doesn't have anything to do with.
Well, it's like supplements. Like, how many of those supplements are out there that you can, certain things like that you can go and buy, and some of them are fairly harmless. Some of them work, but this is not meant to do. This is not like you go buy some of those supplements, like you go get a vitamin B or you get some of these. This is not that. Like, this is meant to do something to you. Somebody said it was akin to spice. What's spice?
Isn't that supposed to be synthetic marijuana?
Is that what that is?
I don't take this stuff. I think that I've heard it called that before, but
spice.
If I'm going to ingest weed, it ain't going to be from a corner store.
Yeah.
No, sir.
No.
Well, unless they're selling seltzers.
There you go. That's okay. But again, probably the same guys. They're like, dude, you can try my seltzers, or you can get Kratom from Big Truck Energy. I'm probation officer. You need a special test for Kratom. So
I'm assuming if he's saying it's a special test, that the standardized one where they test for a battery of things, it's not. They don't. They
don't test it because it's not. Yeah, it's not prevalent. What was the stuff that was that made the people in Florida eat people's faces? What was that? Was it bath salts?
Bath salts.
Bath salts. Yeah.
What the hell's a bath salt?
It's the stuff that women put in there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You literally, the women sprinkle it in the tub, and it gives it a nice aroma, and it's supposed to soften their skin after it's dissolved. Ladies, look what you're doing to this country.
Do you ever ask yourself, like, how do you get to that point? You're like, you know what? I wonder if I could smoke that.
I don't know if you smoke it.
Well, what do you do?
Yeah, you smoke it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you smoke it.
Oh, I thought you just eat it.
You eat it. Also, something you shouldn't do.
This tastes like lavender.
So that is just so.
I'm gonna have great breath.
Somebody made a decision to try bath salts, and they're like, "It works. It works. You guys want to get high and then eventually eat your friend's face? This is the thing to do it." God, that's insane.
Well, think about it this way. I mean, who was the first guy to eat a mushroom and to find out if it was poisonous or not, and then find out, hey, we can eat these, versus the guy who ate a poisonous one and like, okay, we don't do those anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in the day, yes, you're going to try stuff, right? Like the death cap. Somebody had to try it first, and that didn't work for them. But, it's different than that's natural. You're seeing it. But like bath salt, you're going into Bath and Body Works. I didn't know, you could get stuff that you get high with. That's crazy.
When somebody's desperate enough, they'll try anything if they think they'll get a buzz off of it.
Yeah.
It's like people drinking aftershave lotion that are alcoholics.
Oh, God, that is insane. That is so crazy that somebody said, who was the first person to lick that damn frog, the toad?
Yeah, that's true. You got to wonder.
My dog Red, because when we were out in the desert, we had desert toads. He would go and catch them, and he would lick them, and he would be so high. His tongue is, and he'd be cross-eyed, and he'd just sit in the pool.
You ever throw up?
Yeah, he was a hot mess. That was that stuff's crazy. Just the fact that, yeah, you're right. Like, how do you, but the whole thing about like bath salts. I thought it was something else. I didn't realize it was bath salts. It was just literally bath salts. You want to get so high that you want to eat your friend's face? Try some bath salts. Good God.
That doesn't sound like clean fun.
No, that doesn't sound like clean living right there.
Yeah, it's like you come down from your high and you're like, oh, God, I got to clean this mess up.
Yes. Oh, Jim, what happened to you? You ate my face. It's not good. Did you guys see Brittany got arrested?
Yeah.
For what?
DUI.
Oh.
Yeah, she apparently took... Oh, go ahead, Brother Below.
I figured it was going to be something, she stabbed her own dog or something.
No. But, maybe this is good for her. She needs to go to therapy.
Well, she took down her Instagram, apparently.
Yeah,
maybe that might help.
Yeah, that might help. Nobody wants to let the kids come over for the weekend when you're dancing and then trying to do the thing from Alien with the knife in your fingers.
I wonder what she was under the influence of. That's what I'd be curious
Probably
about.
Kratom.
Spice.
A little bit of spice. So the lawsuit is going on right now in, I think it's day 2 of the Ticketmaster Live Nation lawsuit. And Live Nation's already, the first day they already won something that the judge sided with them on. And now what they've brought up, the Department of Justice, because let's be real, how many of us, we go to get tickets, we're still wondering why they charge us $19.95 for a print ticket that they email you that you don't print. But one of the things that they're saying is they've brought several people up that are saying they were threatened by Live Nation and Ticketmaster. saying, if you bring your band here and you're going to use SeatGeek, you can't come here. You're going to be over in the,
Well, that was one of the things that Pearl Jam brought up back in the early 90s was that Ticketmaster had become a monopoly because they had such a high percentage of venues wrapped up with exclusivity.
Yes. And remember, this all took off because of the crashing of was it the Eras Tour? Yeah, the Eras Tour with the Britney. It all took off from there where
Taylor.
everybody, but not Britney, but Taylor. And then everybody freaked out. And they're saying, no, that was bots. That wasn't us. That was bots. The bots came on there. They bought everything up. But the exclusivity, because they do have an exclusivity. So, and part of it is the artist, they can pick and choose what they want to work with promoter-wise, but they want to be in amphitheaters. They want to be, Bridgestone. They don't want to be.
And if it's a Live Nation-owned venue, they're going to want you using their ticket service.
Yeah. So, and that's just it. So you may say, we want to go with Live Nation here, but we're going to use SeatGeek. And they're going to say, well, you can use SeatGeek, but you're not going to be able to work here. So the artists are stuck as well. And they're saying, yeah, maybe the artists, they're choosing us because look how good we did. Because when I went over the Pearl Jam thing, that was such a mess because Pearl Jam tried to do it themselves. And this is pre-computer, but they had all the trouble that everybody else. They couldn't get a venue. The venues they did get were really weird, or they would play like an empty fairground. And everything fell apart. They kept having to cancel shows, and they finally just threw their hands up because it is a dominant thing. I mean, who else is? You got SeatGeek, you got Vivid Tickets, but it's really just Ticketmaster and Live Nation.
And those are actually designed to be more of resellers than.
Yeah, more than that. So this is because we're all frustrated. When you go, it's like when you go buy those $19.99 flowers and they ended up being $53, and you're like, how did that happen?
Homeland Barbie got fired.
Homeland Barbie got fired. After yesterday's debacle, you could see that coming.
Really?
Yep. Trump replaces Kristi Noem.
Yeah, Trump fires DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, replacing with Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin.
Former MMA fighter.
That's right.
You better not mess with Markwayne Mullin.
No. You saw yesterday was an embarrassment.
What happened?
So she goes out and, first of all, the Tom Tillis, Republican, and several others hammered her over how much money she has spent, including $143 million for a company that was set up 8 days before. They got a no-bid win, so they were the only ones, right? So that nobody else had to bid on it. And that company turned out to be that they would go and they would subcontract with another company where it was her press secretary and her former chief of staff was running that other company. They asked her about Corey Lewandowski, and she gave a weird answer there. And she really embarrassed herself yesterday. It was embarrassing how she handled it. Plus, a lot of people, both on the right and left, said, look, you messed up stuff so bad in Minneapolis, and you lied to us about you didn't say this or didn't say that, that we just can't have it. And she didn't do well, and you knew this was going to come at some point in time. And it has come now. So she is gone.
And wasn't she supposedly living on a Coast Guard base and getting free housing?
Yeah, she had free housing. She was flying around in planes with like beds on it. I mean, she was living it up. But the $143 million, are you kidding me? A no-bid win for a company that was set up 8 days before? That's not fishy? She did not, and then all of the, every time you'd see her, she's in a new outfit. It was all performative, but it was all performative for her. So she's gone. Markwayne Mullin takes over for her. That was not a shock. I think we saw that coming yesterday. Trump was pissed.
Yeah, I saw some pretty prominent Republicans really hammering her. And probably the next shoe to drop, I'm seeing reports now that Speaker Mike Johnson and his top lieutenants are telling this Texas Republican he's got to step down.
He absolutely does. He 100% does. Because he finally confessed, Gonzalez, to what had happened. It was way worse. And they're doing an ethics investigation, but he's got to step down.
He's the one whose alleged mistress set herself on fire?
Yep, that's her.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's an ugly situation, no doubt. But they've got a lot of problems in some of these things. But that right there, what he did, right or left, I mean, we're going to talk about it later, too. The fact that they didn't, they kicked it back to committee, the resolution about let's get all of the sexual misconduct and all of these things out in the open that government hides. And they voted it down yesterday.
Well, yeah, can't expect them to hold themselves accountable.
No. It's a joke.
I wonder if she went home and shot a dog out of frustration.
You know what? Tom Tillis brought that up yesterday. Tom Tillis did. He brought it up. He goes, well, I thought it was appropriate because I read her book that, we should talk about her killing Cricket the dog. You're like, oh, goodness me. All right, coming up, we'll have more of this. Trump has ousted Kristi Noem as, so there it goes. Bye, DHS Barbie. We wish you all the best. So she's gone. We'll talk a bit about that. A bunch of other stuff on the way. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Perfect example of right there. That's the crony capitalism world, which is we control the pharmacy management, right? So the pharmacy, that's the middleman. And we negotiate with ourselves, but you also have to come, if you're a small little one, and negotiate with us. So you're a small one-off pharmacy. That's the way that works. Pharmacy benefit managers. I don't get it. I mean, it's so bizarre. And they're pushing back. Well, we're going to have to close all of our stores. Really? A little desperate there? Just like, oh, God, we're going to have to close everything. You can't, you negotiate with yourself. And then you get to go out and negotiate with everybody else. Where our buying power's bigger, and look at all this stuff.
You negotiate with yourself, and suddenly you get what you asked for.
Yeah, how about that? And wait, I got to go. This little place over here only has 2 locations. They got to negotiate with our pharmacy, our benefits manager. So, which it's another layer of people peeling money off of stuff when it comes to us as Americans. All right, coming up, you heard it. Kristi Noem out. Department of Homeland Security. Man, if I were her dogs, I'd be hiding right now. What happened to Old Yeller? We didn't even get to the part where it fought anything. She just shot it at the beginning of the movie.
It didn't have rabies. She just wanted it gone.
So we'll talk about that, and we'll get the latest on Operation Epic Fury, among other stuff. Straight ahead, Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.